Right. Manchester has one of the richest dance music histories in the world. From the legendary Hacienda to Sankey's to the Warehouse Project, the city has been a global dance music hub for decades. But as the industry grows, so do the challenges. Many small promoters say it's harder than ever to break into the scene, but with things like rising costs, venue closures, and big players like the Warehouse Project dominating the market, can small promoters even succeed anymore? So today, that's what we're going to look at. I wrote my dissertation on this topic and we're going to unpack the paper. So let's look at the overall state of dance music in Manchester. The UK's dance music industry generated 2.5 billion in 2023, showing a consistent growth. But while the revenue is rising, small venues are closing at an alarming rate, with 125 grassroots venues shutting down in 2023 alone. While one statistic shows that the industry is thriving, much of the revenue is going to the bigger venues and promoters, leaving the smaller ones struggling to compete. But in Manchester, clubs like Hidden and Joshua Brooks are still succeeding, hosting the big events, bringing in the top guys, but they rely heavily on their strong financial backing and industry standard equipment to stay competitive. This leaves smaller promoters with even fewer opportunities. So where do they go from here? So, as per my dissertation, I've broken this down into 3 topics: monopolistic business practices, the rising costs, and the decline of grassroots venues. So let's take a look. So what are these contracts that Sasha Lord and Warehouse Project have been bringing in? Well, it basically says that if you play for Warehouse Project, let's picture Jamie Jones plays for Warehouse Project. He can only play for Warehouse Project 3 months either side of his booking. And no one within 25 miles of Manchester can book him. So that is a massive area. That's not just Manchester, that's a lot of the Northwest. So it's not just clubs like Joshua Brooks and Hidden that really feel the effects of this. It's way more small grassroots venues that feel it. And the promoters themselves are struggling to book anyone, because not only do Warehouse Project take the big guys, they take the medium and small guys, and I think that's really the problem here, because realistically, the small promoters aren't going to be taking the big guys. It doesn't work like that. So Warehouse Project are quite entitled to be, making sure that they're getting a return on their investment. But the real problem is taking the small guys and the medium-sized guys and the guys who just about getting a breakthrough, because now these smaller promoters can't book their talent. So a lot of us are feeling shut out of the industry. But, are Warehouse Project really in the wrong? A lot of people say this is part of the industry. Big clubs everywhere protect their lineups with these contracts. So you guys let me know down below. Is this just business? Is this what was always going to happen? Let me know what you guys think. But we'll move on to the next topic, the rising costs and the cost of living crisis. The bloody cos he lives, mate. The bloody cos he lives. So since 2021, the UK cost of living crisis has hit promoters hard. With rent, licensing and equipment costs soaring, many struggle to even break even. So if you guys aren't familiar with the cost of living crisis, the average cost of items is going up much faster than the average income of the average person is going up. So things are getting more expensive, but people aren't earning proportionally the same amount of money. So I've got a couple stats from UK Music here. Promoters reported a 35% increase in costs in 2022 alone. Meanwhile, 46% of surveyed attendees said they had skipped events in the past year because they couldn't afford them. What does this mean? Well, I would read my dissertation to get a better idea of this in terms of economics, but live events are a luxury good. Your cat food isn't. Your food, your water, your bills isn't. And when people are running low on money due to the cost of living crisis, people aren't going to be spending money on going to live events, on music, because music is considered a luxury good. So this is another reason as to why promoters are failing, because no one's really got any money to go to these small events. No one's got money to go to the big events either. But people are still going. As we said, the industry's on the up. It's never earned this much money. But people are becoming more selective of the events they go to, because instead of taking risks on the new promoters, they're opting for the big name events where they know they're going to get a guaranteed experience. So it's even harder for promoters to make it now. because no one wants to gamble. No one wants to take a chance. When you've got such little money, you want to be making sure that you're seeing all the big guys in one night rather than dotted about across the year. And I think that's where the problem lies, really. Let me know if you agree with me. And finally, grassroots venue closures. Fewer venues means fewer spaces for small promoters to put events on. Since the grassroots venues are closing, there are fewer clubs, but way more promoters. And these clubs are going to pick the big guys. They're going to pick the more established brands that they know will sell tickets. So where does that leave the smaller guys? Well, some of these promoters have explored unconventional venues, rooftops, warehouses, even abandoned buildings. But they come with their own challenges, licensing, logistical issues, getting a good sound system, getting people to know where the venue is. So how are promoters navigating these issues and still making a profit? Well, we can only turn to one man who has really pioneered this, in my opinion, in Manchester specifically, Ollie Ryder and his brand Animal Crossing. He built this brand using unconventional venues to create a brand new, unique experience. So instead of competing for these club bookings, he focused on an immersive event design, artistic setup, and creating a personal connection with the venue owners. This strategy helped Animal Crossing grow into an internationally recognised brand, proving that thinking outside the box can truly pay off. I'd go watch his interview with Josh Baker because that's where I've got a lot of this information from. It's a brilliant interview. It feels so natural even listening to Ollie speak about such a tough topic. So yeah, I'd definitely check that out. I think it's on the Syntho Hub channel. Case study 2. We've got Move Like Me. Now, from my study, I found that their strong brand identity and using social media effectively is what helped them succeed as a small brand. Their high quality video content that they've posted on their Instagram, TikTok, creates as like a sample experience, so it helps sell tickets and create demand for their events. They're also going to unconventional venues. This is how they're creating this unique experience. Similarly to Ollie Ryder in a way. But they put their own twist on it, and I really like the Move Like Me guys. They're really doing well. But they do warn against free tickets. Alright, listen up. For all you lot giving out free tickets, me, this can often lead to people not coming because there's no investment. There's no, I spent £10, I have to go. Like, if you're going to give out tickets for free, you got to really be careful. So, what does the future hold for small promoters? Well, when I surveyed people, I found that 75% of small promoters still believe they'll be in business in 3 years. And what are the key factors that were identified? Building strong relationships, leveraging social media, and creating a sense of community. It's really about harnessing the people who are coming to your event, giving them the best experience and making sure that they're telling their friends, we want to come back to this because this was a brilliant night. It's the guarantee. People want to guarantee that they're coming to a good night. But challenges still remain though. Warehouse project isn't going anywhere, and the rising costs will continue to put pressure on small brands. But still, the success of promoters like Ollie Ryder show that with creativity, it's possible to survive, even in this increasingly competitive industry. So what do you guys think? Can small promoters still make it? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah guys, that's the video. I would really highly recommend reading my dissertation. I feel like this video doesn't truly do it justice, but it gives a little bit of an insight into what is really going on here. Me personally, I don't think Sacha Lord is in the wrong for his exclusivity contracts, but I don't see why he's the nighttime economy advisor for Manchester, and I'm really glad he stepped down.
Stand up now and face the...
But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. This is my first video doing anything like this. If you guys want to see a video exactly like this on writer's block, because I've done a paper on writer's block, and I think that'd be really good for you guys, for all the producers out there, let me know. And if you want me to make another video on this, going a bit more in depth about the findings I did in my own research, let me know, because I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.